What I like most about being involved in the Chucky franchise is the friends and family that have lasted 30 years in all this. You know, I'm very close with many of the people that were involved in this movie and that are still involved in this movie. So yeah, it's a family. I mean, it really is. So that, you know, my favorite thing about the franchise is that off-camera stuff.
Ditto. It's that. This franchise is a family. I have friends that only did two. You know,
Yeah.
Scott, the hairdresser, is still a great friend of mine. And Scott and Don came to my house for dinner just last month. And so it absolutely is a family, and that's the most valuable thing you can have, really, in any scenario.
Yeah. Yeah. People are drawn to Chucky because of his charm. I mean, he's just charming. He's charismatic. You love to hate him. You love to be afraid of him. And you like to laugh because of him. Also I think people also have an evil side to them too. So seeing Chucky, smash someone's face with a bottle or something like that, people might want to pretend that they don't enjoy that kind of thing, but clearly they do. So
I think part of Chucky's charm too is that despite that he's the murderous villain, there's something sort of vulnerable about him too. He's stuck in this little body, and is unhappy about it, and I think I feel from him a sense I feel bad for him almost,
especially in the earlier films too, because he was so angry that he was trapped in there. And that's not new. I mean, people root for the bad guy, really, really evil people in film and television all the time. I mean,
The Sopranos.
Yeah, Dexter. Yeah. In Cult of Chucky, you can expect a lot of blood. There's a lot of blood in this movie. There's a lot of gore. There's a lot of suspense. You take the you take the suspense that you've come to expect from a Chucky film, especially the scarier ones of the franchise, and then you confine that into the tight space of a insane asylum. I think that definitely adds to the suspense of the film.
I think the thing that Cult has that the other films don't is it opens up the world of Chucky in ways that I cannot share, but in myriad ways. In more than one direction, doors are opened for new possibilities that have never been presented before. So there's so many more stories to tell and so many more directions. It's sort of infinite now.
It is.
It's like Chucky's in a hall of mirrors and so many ways to go.
Yeah. The cult is growing.
Yeah, and the best cliffhanger too.
Yeah. Well, we never know when we've made the last Chucky film and when there would be another one. So if, in fact, we get to continue to tell this story, I would love to see us team up. Really have a full movie of us killing Chucky as many ways and different ways that we can.
Because I feel like our story ended abruptly after the second one. It's just like, emerge from that toy factory and then just disappear into the ether. And so that's a lot of story to tell there. And I think it's a relationship people are invested in.
Yeah. I think our last line when we were walking out was like, well, where do we go from here? Like, Andy, I have no idea. And we definitely didn't think we'd be here 28 years later.
Cue the blowtorch.
Yeah, exactly.